And welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. We're going to go down a few little side streets today, ones I don't usually show as much. I have shown, but not for a very long time. So anyway, welcome. I'm your host Brad. It is currently Sunday, October the 22nd, 2023. That bird starts up as soon as I start talking. And we'll wait for the weather to load. Usually we say the weather. It's 18.1 degrees Celsius apparently. High of 30, low of 18 degrees Celsius. Sunny, no rain. 94% humidity. Tomorrow's supposed to be basically the same. Okay, so we're going to go down Station Street. Yes, we've shown that many times. But then we're going to go down Short Street and then back up Castlereagh Street. We don't show Castlereagh Street very often, so we're going to show the business area of Castlereagh Street. And we don't usually walk on Station Street, we usually walk on the footpath. So hopefully you enjoy looking at these side streets, what we can show, as much as we can. It's very quiet this hour of the day on a Sunday. Not many vehicles at all, which is great for video wise. Okay, so we're heading down Station Street now, towards Short Street. Yeah, JC Custom Fabrication to my left, and where Kirby's Corner used to be, just here. Hopefully something gets built there soon, as the barricades have been taken down. It said sold on it for a while there, so hopefully that's a thing. Get a bit of the Railway Social Club, and that used to be where that flattened part is there. And it goes down and it's a bit flatter. And you can see their old little path across to the road. Just up here there's a little bridge across the drainage. Right here. And there you go, that's the remnants of the social club. The Railway Social Club. I think many people had wedding parties there, their receptions and things there, birthday parties, anniversaries, by what I've been told. I remember it being there. It's a fibro looking building. Very early 90s, I remember it being there. Okay. So there's where Gary Smith used to have his auto electrician business for many years. And Balto's. I don't think Balto's is actually in use. I've seen it open, but not like in business, being used as a business. And probably more storage. That's 35 Station Street. Coming on up on Windows Warehouse shortly. You know, the Innisfail railway station up there, which I'd love to get detailed video of. You never know when it might change, but I don't think you're really allowed to anymore. Anytime you could really do it as if you were waiting for someone to come off the train. There's your Windows Warehouse to my left, railway to the right. In some places we have to show straight ahead. Whatever shows to the left and the right is what you get to see. Straight up ahead's the old Melinda Milk Factory, Timsy Seafood. So we're going to go down Short Street. There's your Windows Warehouse, glass and aluminium, just to show what was in the area at the time and back where we just came from. We'll try and show as much detail as possible. Pardon my allergies playing up. I do take medication for it, but it limits it, but doesn't stop it. So I do make an effort to try. The only thing about this hour of the day is the sun's in the wrong place for the videos. So there's your Windows Warehouse down the side of it. It's pretty big. TV antenna, facing more of a south direction. Most TV antennas face towards Ballon and Kerr, that sort of direction. But anyway, there's Farman and Sons Commercial Fisherman. There you go. I've never seen that there before, that's new. Fairly new. Classes it as 25 Station Street, but it's not. Remember that was Hills Tractors at one stage, or for years. Tom Hill, the old BP, the old BP depot, fuel depot. Yeah, I can never remember whether Hills Tractors was that one, which I think it was. And it's back to the railway. And the glass and aluminium place. Oh yeah, I can't remember if it was that one or this one. I think it was the first one, not this one. There's your, the old BP thing. Of course I'm not going to go in there. Private property and that. The old BP depot. Yeah, it's weird it's been left for years. You used to be able to see it on that sign there, but people have graffitied it for years and years. Yeah, you used to be able to see BP and all that written on it. I'm sure there's probably someone in here, because it looks like they've been whippersnipping and mowing and that. So we're not going to go too far. And yeah, the door's open over there. There you go. Yeah, I've never been in this part. But yeah, people probably live in there, wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, someone's been in there doing stuff. But anyway, this seems to be some sort of freight depot. What I've seen over the years, trucks turn up there and drop off packages and things. There's your Sweeney Park across there. It looks like you should be able to walk across to the next street over, but you can't. I've tried that before. There's a big drain over there. So we're going to go left here, out of Short Street into Castlereagh. And as someone said, they didn't find any Castlereaghs in Castlereagh Street. You got John Deere, Honeycombs, Sales and Service. It's interesting to show what it's like down here. There's your depot, the old BP. It's weird what shows up when things are cleared. Yeah. Black and gold mackerel. So black and gold, locally, all that has ever really sold black and gold would have been IGA. IGA and Spa sort of had black and gold. There's your John Deere. So you can see that the BP, the old BP depot is for sale. All that sign's facing the wrong way. The Campbell real estate sign. There's through the windows warehouse. The old depot. It'd be nice if it becomes something. It would look a lot nicer along here. Better for businesses. So there's your Honeycombs again. We'll try and show as much detail of some things as we can. Seeing it's closed, we can show it. It might be open actually. A lot of stuff outside. Wouldn't be leaving that stuff outside if it was closed. Well, I guess not. Pro Auto Repairs, it's got written on that. YNS, I think it says. Very hard to read in this light. An old Repco ute there. Yeah, Honeycombs. It'd be a perfect time to be open on a Sunday when a lot of people aren't working. So they could turn up here and buy stuff, so it probably is open. A lot of signage outside. But anyway, There's your Innisfail windows, doors, glass repairs, shower screens, awnings and retractable screens. Innisfail glass and aluminium. Probably would have annoyed them when the other one opened. Not far away. Amplish. AMPLIMESH security products. It's got written on there. An office. An Innisfail kitchens and cabinets. And where the squash courts used to be. And Alan Sultana took it over, changed it completely. Well, I don't know what it's like on the inside, but on the outside it looks a lot different. And now Innisfail Youth and Family Care Inc. has taken over. It had a for sale sign on it for a long time, but that's gone, so it seems. It'd be interesting to know if any of the squash court stuff's still in there. What we can, there's Innisfail Pro Motors, 25 Castlereagh Street, Pettis Suspension, written on there, Toyo Tyres, now I can see why that's built up like that, because it does flood through here. Smart. Hard for people, oh there's probably a ramp down the side, I think it might be. I can say it's hard for people that have mobility issues to get up there. But it looks like there's a ramp down the side, down the driveway. Excellent. Certainly stands out, that colouring. We're coming up on the old bakery. But on the left, where the squash courts used to be, like I said, Innisfail Youth and Family Care Inc. Through there. Yeah, no for sale sign. Remember Rob Harney owned it for a while as the squash courts, towards the end. End of it run the squash courts. Now the PCYC's got full-on squash courts. They're not really necessary there, sadly. And the ones over east aren't squash courts anymore. You wouldn't even be able to tell what it was. Oh, it says police. I don't know why it's police when they're in there, that lot. But anyway, it's got police on it. Substantial ground floor office tenancy. That might be just part of it. There's Goodyear Tire and Auto. Goodyear Auto Care, whatever they call it now. And there's your the old Gundy Hill Bakery, which has been slowly being done up. The chappie's been here doing it up. I think he's just painting and stuff. I don't know if he's fixing any of the old things that I've been told were wrong with the place. People who had it as the pie shop, basically pie shop and bakery, the last ones, said there was a lot of things wrong with it. So there's your metro across there, Ampol service station. Here's the signage for the for sale of that. It's supposed to be for sale for the both. The next one along too, the one that used to be the muffler place. To be sold in one line or separate. There's your Goodyear. Okay. So old mates have been painting it. Fixing it up a little bit. Or a fair bit. Hopefully someone buys it, does it up, and uses it instead of sitting dormant for years. Is Innisfail Motors Group. It used to be Carline mufflers and A1 exhausts. Just like that. You can see the remnants of A1 exhaust written there. And the remnants of the bakery. This was ever a bakery. Wait 50 years or so, most people wouldn't even know that that was ever a bakery unless someone else takes it over as a bakery. It'd be nice if MG Pies went in there, but they closed down due to health issues, what I was told. Did you go into auto wash? So we're going to go down this side street when we get up to it, because it's not one we usually get to go down. There's back towards your Innisfail Pro Innisfail Motors Group. And that down there. Excellent. Mobile 24 hour, but here's your car wash. Gotta watch out for the spray of the soapy stuff, detergent. Often smells pretty full on. People's rubbish, they just dump it, even at a car wash, instead of taking it to another bin. Anyway, we're coming up on Carbuta Street, so we're going to walk down there and come around the back of 180 and that. Come out the other way. But it always depends on people with dogs and things like that, how much we show. As well, in streets like this, there's your 180 across there. Network car and truck rentals, car detailing, Windy Auto Wash, there's a dog wash there. You can see the dog wash through there. I don't think I've ever taken any notice of. I don't come down the street very often. There's your auto wash, dog wash, all that. We'll go around. Show what we can. Like I said, like I normally do, get the camera as straight as possible so that you can see what you see, but with people's privacy in mind. Those things like they've got over East Innisfail, I'm guessing it's for sewerage and that. I'm not sure. This through here. It's got a water meter. You've got honeycombs behind it. So there you go. It's the back of 180. Old trolleys here. Just want to see what the old trolleys say on it. If they said Big Tomato on it, I'd be taking photos. I very much doubt they will say that on there. But there'll be old Coles ones or Woolies ones. Kmart. But we'll have a look, see when we take notice of trolleys and things. Might even be an old IGA one. No, they look like Coles ones. Just colouring wise. There's an old Woolworths one with Woolworths written on the front. So we'll get a photo of that while we're at it. So you got the old Woolies written on it. There. Interesting. Coles written on one of them. Yeah. Old dilapidated trolleys. I don't know what that upside down one is, but we're not going to turn it over, of course. That one there, just the colouring looks very Bilo, but we never had Bilo here, so yeah, there's no real branding left on it, so I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, we've shown those few trolleys. That's what we come here through this part 4 anyway. Didn't know they were there before, so now we know. They're worth a bit of money, trolleys. Getting them lost like that and left, it's not really the best thing. So one day they'll probably get taken away if it gets done up, like they say it's going to get done up. 180. Be nice if it went back to its former glory of Big Tomato and all that amount of people coming and everything, just from that era when it was the Red Circle Centre. Before that, the Red Dot Centre, till people put their mind in the gutters, sadly, and they changed it.
1 kilometre completed. Duration 16 minutes 17 seconds.
Someone's coming, so
29 steps.
go off to the side. Yeah, see, it looks like you'd be able to go through there to get to Short Street and all that, through that park, Sweeney Park, but you can't. Clover going off, of course, as they do. Showing as much detail as we can. We'll enjoy this bit of shade. Usually cools down a few degrees when you go in shade like this. It's been shade the whole time. Yep, feel the difference straight away. Looks like a frangipani tree up ahead. They're always nice when they're in bloom. You can see it here. That house that people say looks like there's only half a house there, even when people were living in it back in the day. Remember people were driven me past it to have a look. That only looks like half a house. Yeah, well, I don't think it's in use anymore. There's a frangipani tree. There's your Maurice Grasso Motors, one of the entrances. Okay, we'll keep going straight ahead. It's good to show some areas that we don't show as often. We'll show back where we just came from, because the lighting's a bit different with the sun in a different spot. A lot of residential through there. Where Grasso Motors used to be back in the 90s and probably earlier. Been at two different boat places since. You can see where bow repairs and bridge zoning that used to be is for sale, where Spot On Tire and Mechanical was, next to Sundown Engineering and Coastal Farm and Motorcycles. So that's Pelican Street we just walked down, and when it turns halfway down, I think it becomes Carbuda Street, and then comes out near the car wash. So there's your Coastal Marine and Outdoors, showing what's here. It's a Pelican Street sign. I don't know how well it'll show up on video due to the lighting, but there's Pelican Street down there. Okay, let's continue on. We'll go down one of the other side streets when we get up to it. You've got Maurice Grasso Motors on the right coming up, where Anderson's Carpet used to be. I've had a guy there with an estate sale. I did go in there a couple of times, and no offence to the guy, but the pricing's a little overboard for second hand. $10 for a CD, when a lot of places charge $1, $2 for an old CD. You don't even know if it's scratched or anything, so you gotta be careful. But a lot of variety of stuff in there though. It's worth having a look, just in case there's something you like in there. There's a few things I would have liked to have bought, but he has no prices on things either. And if you're not the type that likes to ask, then and I wouldn't suggest. He seemed nice enough to chappy when I spoke to him, but it'd be nice if he had prices on things and was a little bit negotiable with some things. He might be, I don't know. There's your old Leaks, which we've shown many times before. The tiles, never know, one day it might get deleted, torn down. Commonwealth Hotel's being done up again. Seems to be quite regularly over a couple of years, which is good. Makes it look nicer once it's done. But if they're putting it all that dark colour, it may not look as good. It's Repco and the old Better Home Living before that, Rec Division right here. Star Trek, powering e-commerce. There you go. Australia Post Star Trek truck. Page Park across there. We're trying to show as slow as possible, but it takes forever to get to locations if you're too slow. Repco open 7 days. On Sunday they open at 9 till 2, or what it says there. That's the time when you get a lot of tourists going, or you get some tourists going through, going to Cairns or coming from Cairns, that you get people in the afternoon. They mustn't have enough business to make it worthwhile. So we're going to go down Ibis. Yeah, Ibis Street. It's a super cheap auto. So we'll continue down Ibis Street towards Tramway. We're going to show this little side street here. We might just go to the side street and come back, because we've shown all the other before. Forget what the little side street's called. There's a pedestrian part of this bridge. Be nice if it was done up, this bridge. Somebody did mention on Facebook the other day about the mechanic that's in the side street, when they said behind Repco, past the little over the little bridge. I had to think about it for a second. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there is this bridge here. This here is some sort of fibro stuff on here now. Plasterboard. It's got holes in it. Do I trust going across it? No. I wouldn't trust it. That needs to be fixed up and made into a proper bridge. That's safer. Yes, there's a mechanic to the right of here. Has been for years. Up in Emu Street. I know there was one here for years. In Emu Street, definitely. So I remember going there with my grandfather back in the 90s. And then you'd see the chappie testing the car out, driving it around. So it was a car that you knew for a fact was my grandfather's at the time. Some sort of Holden Commodore. Emu Street. Yeah, I don't think I've ever walked down there on video. I've walked part of it, not the whole thing. Because, you know, it's very small. I don't think it's really worth going all the way down, really. But yeah, you used to be able to see the mechanic down there. But I don't think the chappie still does it. Somebody Jones, as far as I can remember. Yeah, somebody Jones had it. As much as I can remember of it. It's a long time ago. So we'll go back where we just came from. Yeah, I'm not going to walk on that pathway. It just doesn't look safe. I don't know why they would put that stuff there. Doesn't seem very strong. Should be cement. But we can have a look at it as we go past. Yeah, you can see it's some sort of plasterboard. Not the safest thing. Not for walking on. It's alright for the inside of your house, but not necessarily for an overly used walkway. Like you can see down here, there it's chipped away a bit. Like gyprock or something. Sorry about the sniffing. If you don't like the sniffing, the best thing to do is just mute the sound and watch it. Have a look. This all here needs fixing. Could do with a lot of revitalisation and fixing. One thing I want to look at that I reported on the Snap Send Solve app, I'd like to show, unless I bypass it down one of the side streets, see if it's ever been fixed up. It's only about a week ago, so it may not be. It's Repco again. showing from a different angle than what we normally get to. Better Home, the old Better Home and Living closed down a while back. This was Ibis. We're going into Edith, Bruce Highway, Commonwealth Hotel, across there. I reported this and they fixed it up where they put all this, filled it in and that, so it was quite dangerous, tripping hazard, and no good for people on mobility scooters and that. Some of these big dips here, when you come off the footpath to go across the road, I think could be quite dangerous, especially when it's wet. It ends up pretty deep for people walking and riding and whatever, mobility scootering. Yeah, it's a thing anyway. Up here there was mess galore, so it's been cleaned up, a lot of it. So there's Rebel Coffee, where MG Pies used to be. Looks like they're moving in over there. So it looks like a new version of this particular camera is going to be announced in the next few weeks. So if anyone wants to donate to buying it, to help me buy it so I can get better picture quality, it's supposed to have a bigger sensor and a lot of better features. Feel free to check the link in the description for the PayPal. There's the Wai Young Chinese restaurant. Yeah, feel free to donate as much or as little as you can. Would really help the channel out to grow. So I want to get the creators kit, and so we can capture Innisfail in better quality for us and future generations to see what it was like here at this particular time in life. Definitely worth it. You may think it's boring now because, oh, I can drive around and have a look at these places if I want to. I don't need to see it on video. But yeah, 20 years time, some of these places may not exist and you won't be able to drive around and just look at them. So it's interesting now. It's better to capture it now while things are still here, so that you got that opportunity before it's too late. Okay, so we might miss that part. So I wanted to go down Charles Street, this one up here. We might miss where I reported. We might see it on the way back though. It's in front of the old Sepoy house. Okay, let's get down the side street, down Charles. Charles reminds me of Caroline Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie saying Charles with their accent. Charles. There's NQ Power Equipment to my right. There's Dove Street straight ahead. If you go down to my right, if you're ever looking for Dove Street, there it is. It's across from the KFC drive-through entrance and that. There's your Dove Street, North Coast Machinery, NQ Power Mechanical, and so on. Innisfail Second Hand, that's been closed down for ages. There was signage in there, on there, saying about some legal thing. We won't go into details with that. Yeah, stuff like that just doesn't seem to work in a town like this because they try to cover their costs and they charge too much. That's the trouble with these types of things, these types of places. It's sad, you know, because you want these sort of places around for people who can't afford it. Everything must go open by appointment. Call 0417 779 095. There you go. There's still a lot in there. Nothing that screams, wow, I definitely got to check that out. Well, that's to me anyway, my liking. I just hope they're not charging way too much. They'll never sell. But you find that at a lot of second-hand dealers, sometimes they charge full price for things that aren't in brand new quality. Not all of them, but some of them do that. As you go in Pumping and Irrigation and Swan Street, they're on the corner of Swan and Charles. Oh, we might go down one side and up the other. Might be the easiest way to do it. Camp pumping and irrigation. Like I said, and to the left, geothermal supplies, but we'll show that when we go across. We'll show this side, camp pumping. Onga pumps. Remember the ad years ago, you can't beat Onga pumps. You can't beat Onga, can't beat Onga, can't beat Onga pumps. I remember that on the radio 20 years ago or more. I think that was an ad for cane pumping and irrigation.
Duration 30 minutes 22 seconds. 2,967
So you get your laundromat up here.
Heart rate 124 beats per minute.
So if you're trying to find the laundromat, turn at KFC and go down Charles Street. Someone talking really loud. There's your laundromat to the left here. That's where we're going to cross over shortly. There's usually a lot of people in there, so you can't really walk in there and just show it. I'd like to show the pricing in that. It's open 4:30 a.m. till 10 p.m. it looks like. Yeah, till 10 p.m. 7 days a week. Yeah, I think they're talking quite aggressive actually. And there used to be a house here on the corner of Lily and Charles. You can see that's gone now. I got photos of the old house before they removed it. Yeah. I'd go in there if the chappie wasn't there. And the laundromat, just have a look. Show what it's like. But there you go. What we'll do is we'll go down this side like I said. Okay, let's keep going. 2 kilometres, 2.11 kilometres. Okay. So we're coming up on geothermal supplies. When there's people around, I do talk a little bit softer. Geothermal supplies, rural merchandise. A friend of mine, Jim, that I talked to on Messenger from America, was asking if we had this sort of shop here. Yeah, we do. We do. Workwear, gardening supplies, fencing, animal health and chemicals. You can go in here and buy different supplies and that, and hats, and I'm sure they have raincoats and things like that, and heavy duty backpack sprayers, and yeah. They're open 7:30 a.m. till 5, Monday to Friday. Saturday 8 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. and then Sunday closed. There you go. They sell dog food, bulk dog food and that. Dog beds. Yeah. A lot of different things. I think that probably have fertilizers and things like that. I know they got poisons and blood and bone and all these different things. You can see it in there. It's hard to show because of the reflections, what type of stuff they have. ADAMA, lubricants and such. I know they've got a bit of a garden centre thing down the side. Remember there used to be a windscreen place in there. I forget what brand it was. I should know. It wasn't, I don't think it was O'Brien. It's one of the other bigger windscreen places that you hear of as well. Well, I don't know if you still hear of them, but yeah. It might have been O'Brien, I'm not too sure. Where Hastie's bus services used to be. Doug and Heather both passed away, sadly. That Doug was always friendly to me. I'd see him uptown. It's second hand in that electrical lighting and data place. I remember that being a gym for a little while there, a women's only gym. M plus R, or no, they would class it as M and R, but it's got a plus symbol in addition. KFC drive-through. Apparently KFC may be moving in Wedley's Fruit Market, and that used to be where Bedrock used to be and all that. Apparently it might happen. Have a bigger KFC. Be nice if there was a bigger Hungry Jack's put in. Make it sort of a fast food precinct area, because you got Hungry Jack's right near there. You got McDonald's, you got Subway, you got Domino's, all that close by. Like in big cities where they have all them close by, all the competition. So this is KFC on the corner of Charles and Edith Street, because you never know, it may end up gone, moved. So we'll show it the way it was as best as we can while it's still here. It may not move. People just assume, or they wish it's bigger. But a bigger store doesn't mean they're going to keep it clean. It's often quite dirty in there, which is a shame. Remember when that was bar track tyres back in the day? Oh. Yep, I remember that. Definitely is bar track tyres back in the day. With Tom Pascoe running it. When I first saw it, it was Tech Tune Automotive. Closed on Sundays. 9 to 1 Saturdays, 8 till 5 Monday to Friday. That's the old Sepoy house. I think they just cleared away the old concrete, but there's still some of it there. There's all this here I mentioned, but it went all the way along. I think they've cleaned some of it up. Yeah, they need to fix this up. What I reported, because people could trip on it, and it's not very stable for people walking even here, especially at night when people don't notice it. People on mobility scooters and all that. So of course the information beam's not there. People look for it. I've seen people come along and looking for it, and they've asked me before, where's the information van? I said no, it's very rarely there. Best place to get information is, if it's open, go to the historical museum in the in Cutter Court. Find the courthouse and go down there. So we'll go down Galati Street. It's another one we don't show as much. Excuse the runny nose again. This place here, I was told, was going to be knocked down. So that's why I keep showing it in videos, just in case. I was told by someone who lived in there that it was going to be. There's part of Bunnings where Civic Video, Plains Video, Video 2000 that was. And there was a job agency in there, Jabers and Auto Parts. It used to be the Black Marlin restaurant and that, nightclub. Old Coke machine. Oh, classic Coke machine. Been there for years. I wouldn't purchase anything out of there, nothing against the people. It's just that it gets a lot of sun on it, so it wouldn't be the coldest. That's why. There's a Black Marlin Motel. Actual motel part. There's a chappie on YouTube that mocks the crap out of this place. I think he goes a little bit too far with it. And mocks the fact that there was a bait truck across the road all night, a refrigerated one, making a lot of noise. Yeah, I think he's the sort of person that just looks for trouble. That just always looks for the negative side of stuff. He just come across as that. So if you ever find him, I personally wouldn't take any notice of him. May not be the best place in the world, that, but you know, you did go overboard, I think. Yeah. Okay. Wow. So there's your Department of Justice, Attorney General, Youth Justice Centre, Department of Communities, Child Safety and Disability Services, Child Safety Services Centre. Well, that's a mouthful. And then memo here where Allen's Pools was for a while there. So this is your mums and bubs as far as I remember. Yeah, mums and bubs. Indigenous establishment. Memo Healthcare. Health Services Limited, there we go, mums and bubs. 8:30am till 5pm Monday to Friday, and then Monday to Thursday, and then Friday 8:30 till 3pm. There you go. That's just showing what's here. They say that masks are still required in there. Wearing a mask, which is good. Very good. Helps stop the spread of even just flus. And that, the old Sendlink. Memo has that as well. And a Vision FM sign, 87.6. Down here, it's been there for years. I remember when that was there, early 2000s. So there's your memo where Sendlink used to be. This was built for Sendlink. And Sendlink went into the corner of Grace and Ernest Street. So this was put in 11th of December 2015 is when it was officially opened. For Memo, that is, not for Sendlink. Yeah. Well, this is Felice. Memo had this for a while too, you can tell by the colouring too. See the little design up the top there? Quite interesting. Yeah, hopefully that gets preserved. It's not something you see every day, with that extra design. And that one there is Innisfail Community. Let's have a look. Oh, wait for this vehicle. Community Corrections, Correctional Centre. Innisfail Community Corrections. Might go over to it. I'm trying to go down Lily Street. So I might go to the BP and grab myself a soda. It's quite warm today, as it has been lately. This place here on the corner has been being done up for a while. There was an insurance guy in there at one stage. Had his insurance business in there. Across there. So if you keep going up there and around the corner, you'll find that laundromat. If you're someone looking for it. So keep going down Lily Street, down there and turn the corner. Just follow the road. That way is to Kmart. We might show these places a little bit more too. We have shown them a bit now. The ones that are planning on being knocked down. People have spoken to the owner of the buildings. Said it is definitely getting knocked down. So I don't know if the flats behind there, the separate flats, are part of it. Similar design. Same sort of vintage. This is McDonald's car park. So we're on Lily Street at the moment. There's a BP to my right, further up. And there's places slated to be knocked down on the left. So I don't know, like I said, if these flats are part of it. But we'll show it just in case. So if you live there and it's not part of it, sorry. It's all just for history. But you'll be able to look back and see what those flats were like anyway. So I'll do a bit of a walk up here first. Before we go across to the BP. Just show this a little bit. Be sad to see it go because, you know, it's old history and that. Being old Lee's Fruit Market and all that, Bedrock. two that were in there for a very long time. Of course, people come along and just put things in bins that they can't fit in their own bins at home. So it's disgusting, but that's what people do. The Bedrock Cafe open Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Wednesday to Saturday. Well, Wednesday and Saturday, it doesn't really say the way it does it. 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Last orders 15 minutes before closing. There you go. Where Tropic cartridges and printing used to be. Of course, going by the signage and what I've seen in person, they've moved to 180 Edith Street. I know a lot of people ask. They're closed due to moving to 17 Edith Street. This is Collins Cordials, or Collins Catering, cleaning and all that. Please be advised that we at Collins are currently in the process of moving. There will be many times that the office will be closed temporarily. Sorry for any inconvenience. They'll be behind Chemist Warehouse, right down the end of the street. So what I've been told, it's down the driveway beside Malik's. That's where they're going. Behind where Untights used to be. Yeah, because they're basically going to be more about the cleaning side. Okay.
3 kilometers.
Hopefully I'll make some stealing stuff out of from the op shop. He's taking it out the back. Probably part of it. It's all good. Because people will come along and smash those jars. It sounded like jars in there. So where's another little spot that we can show that I haven't really showed much of? That's the thing. He's got a key and he's gone down the side. That's all good. He's not stealing them, he's taking them out the back like probably meant to. I've got past Harvey Norman. Harvey Norman's open 9 till 2 today. 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. It's got Afterpay written on there. Now when you go on the Harvey Norman website, I never see Afterpay written on it. Don't know what the deal is. They get a lot more sales from me if they had Afterpay. But they often don't have in stock the sort of things I want, like camera stuff and that. If they had a lot of your GoPros, up-to-date GoPros and your DJI products, then I'd buy from there for that. And a lot of computer stuff. A lot of stuff they'll say they'll order in, but they wait until they've got a heap of orders before they'll even order it. I don't know if it's still like that, but I know it used to be, so. That's quite loud. There's across to those places at the corner of Lily and Lily and Ernest Street. Bedrock Cafe and all that, where that used to be. It's interesting to show. If anyone sees them starting to knock it down, let me know. I'll come in as soon as I can and get some video and some photos. Even the Historical Society asked me whether I've been getting photos and video of it. And of course, as soon as I know something's getting demolished or whatever, or it's got some, just reading that. I've been taking photos of that for years because of the old Lee's Fruit Market back in the day. Well, I don't have photos of that, sadly. I wish I did. I was still in high school when that closed down, I think, or just after. Wait for the little green man so I can go across. But it shows me a bit of detail. There we go. I can keep the camera straight ahead for longer, see more detail. People like to cut you off here. So you've got to be very careful. And then they get upset too. Even though you've got right of way as a pedestrian, they get right upset. So this is an intersection that you've got to be very careful as a pedestrian. If anyone knows who I am, I can ask my mum about that intersection. Yeah. She's had issues here, as I have too. So we're going across the BP direction at the moment. Hayman's Electrical across there. I think people come way too far up. Your Hayman's Electrical across there. And your Mandara Motel. And there's your BP. Service station, Crown Hotel across there. McDonald's here. So we'll be back after I've kind of got my drink. Okay, we're back after going to the BP. Put the wide angle lens on the camera. It's a small wide angle lens, so it makes a little bit of a difference. Not a huge amount, but like I said, if anyone wants to help donate towards getting the new camera, they usually retail their particular cameras for about 800 and something for the model. Got across. Yeah, for the creator's kit model, which usually comes with a few extra things, like a special Wi-Fi thing, a tripod, and the little lens. So it's worth it for doing what I do. Makes it a smaller thing, but good quality, so that it's not so heavy walking along with.
That's all right, I'll come round. Just wanted to make sure you were in there. Okay.
So we're going down Lily Street. These places here, I was told we're getting knocked down at one stage. Someone said, but I don't know how true that is. And they're owned by Westbury's. The gas fitter, queue cutters, and all that around in Owen Street. So when I go past, you'll see, when I go past regularly, that I'll get video just in case. Not obtrusive video, because people live there, but video in general. And there's where Social Security used to be, where Bruce K. Gillian, whatever it is, solicitors is. I remember that being Social Security when I was a child in the 90s, early 90s. And might have still been a teenager when it closed down. Might have been a teenager, I guess. You got the senior citizens across there and the town pool behind it. Coming up on Owen Street, that'll be the corner of Lily and Owen. Quite a warm day. Those little places here. Retreat Beauty, HURNEY Partners Accounting. That's an accountant. They got Afterpay this lot. Let's Retreat. There's the West Bridge there, the one I was talking about, and then the Chinese Joss house, as I used to hear it being called. And you're welcome to Lit Sing Gung Temple, Temple of all regions. Sorry if I get the name wrong, like the pronunciation. Certainly try to say it right. I did do a video in there a while back showing it. It's got an impressive building. There's your taxi rank. Can't usually show that because there's usually taxis there. So I might actually show it in a bit more detail before a taxi comes along. There's something extra we can show as well. Taxis. Yeah, this is the taxi rank. Oh, there's a taxi coming. So we'll continue on. But this gives you a bit of an idea of what it was like. There is a camera up there, security camera, all that. Back towards where we just came from. Guessing old mate will be coming in here. Taxi CBD, open 24 hours a day. Yeah, it's the Malik Centre. The end of the back of Harvey Norman. And that, and the Innisfail City Motel. I don't know why they call it city, but anyway. It's certainly not a city. Down there. Stuff we don't usually get to show in detail. That's good to show. Super nail salon. Got Thai massage here. So this here where, well, this used to be the taxi office. Back in the day, you can see the old tiles on there, which is interesting to show. Yeah, the old taxi office. This was the TV hire place. We could hire fridges, freezers, all that sort of stuff too. TVs, VCRs. There's Westie's barbershop. Hope to show reflections in that. But yeah. And so on, picnics. A couple miles from our bank. Trying to remember the people's names. Oh, Blundell. Yeah, Blundell's had Carol and Peter Blundell had the TV hire place when I saw it. Okay. Oh, don't know what's going on here, but I'll show it anyway. Interesting. Show what we can. We'll have to go out. Yeah, and around it. The old Innisfail family house. Tobacconist. Remember this being Harvey Norman music, Chandler's music. Street Cafe before that. Continental Cafe. All that. You got your Bendigo Bank. Innisfail Workwear Suppliers. This be a Mag's Coffee Lounge. Then it was a gift shop for years. 10% off sketches. Show back where we just came from. You got your EB Games where Dom's Fun Food Centre used to be. Dom and Mary Maganini. Got Ray's Gents Barbershop. Denture Clinic, Vince Martin and Co. Gumloon Chinese restaurant. And one of the many job agencies here. And then Hungry Jack's. So this has been freshly pressure washed along here, which is good. That brekkie at 7 AM, that's not accurate. I think they're over open at 7 AM. So I see people going to that, seeing that sign, and being very disappointed. I should be changing that signage. Then I might head down here a little bit. I know we just came along here before. Right, so we can show the other side of the road as we do it. Yeah, sorry, this will be a bit longer video. No coffee, waiting for repairs, apology, Hungry Jack's team. Oh, they've got a new signs there. Which doesn't show that much detail, but anyway. Whatever works. Running down to Butchery. Harvey Norman car park at rear. Not rear Pullman either. It's a great flyover of India across there. And that tobacconist. And where Poochie's used to be. And Kayla's Vets. And all that. Yeah, it'd be weird walking along here one day and all that's gone over there, like it was weird when Kirby's Corner got knocked down after their fire and all that. It was a fair while before they knocked it down. Yeah, it's pretty sad to see. All these years ago, and they going to the Goodney Hill Snack Bar, the newsagent, Grant McCarley's back in the day, the greengrocer. And that, yeah, it was really weird. Vinnie's across there, and the new, where the Bedrock Cafe is moving to. For those wondering, it's where Pizza House used to be. Table 39. There was a bike store in there at one stage. But Prices Plus and Crazy Clark's and that used to be. Well, Crazy Clark's took up this whole blue area where it's all blue. That's where Prices Plus used to be. And it moved to where Huxton Ford, Frontier Ford used to be. Overflow was for a while. Down in the corner of Grace and Ernest Street, opposite the Centrelink. Okay, I think there's not much more that I can show that I haven't shown 1,000 times before. Just trying to think. Yeah, there's one spot, but I'll go down Lily Street. Oh, pardon me. Exhaust fumes from that car weren't too good. Off that motorbike, I mean. Yeah, we'll go down Lily, the Glady, turn left, go up near Kmart, and then go down the back way. And that's what we'll do. Basically, down that way. Be an interesting one to show, this Hayman's. That was up for sale, but I don't see no for sale sign on there anymore, so I'm guessing it's staying as Hayman's. We'll show it just in case. Okay. So there's Bedrock. They're taking a bit longer to move, they said on Facebook, due to trades and that. So some of the tradies are probably busy that were doing it, that were meant to be doing it. Wish there was still a bin over here, a proper council bin like there used to be. It's pretty sad that that sort of stuff's got taken away, but still a beautiful town. Still a lot of beautiful places to look at. If you're from out of town and you're having a look at this, then have a look at my other videos. You'll see a lot of different places. Flying Fish Point, Eddie Bay, Mission Beach. They're all worth visiting. Yeah, definitely check those places out. Check out the Johnston River down the Esplanade. There's a lot of really nice places, even just driving around the suburbs and checking. Well, just glancing at people's gardens as you go past. Some really nice gardens. And Art Deco buildings around, even Art Deco flats over East Innisfail. There's some near the Good Council College, near Prices Plus, where Sam's Pies used to be. Not looked after, not very clean, but the old Art Deco building anyway, there on Ernest Street. There's a few different ones in different places dotted around. They've been around forever, that are worth having a look at. So once we get to the corner here, we're going to turn left into Gladdy. There's your Toyo spares and all that over there. And as well Tojo spares, Tojos spares. Guess that's how you say it. Not exactly the best spot to be walking, so we'll get onto the side of the road. That's a bit safer. Okay. Nice caravan to my left. Another one a bit further up as well. I can't show it, but Snow River Caravans. That's what it says on there. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful gardens and things around if you look. Don't expect the botanical gardens at Warina Lakes to be amazing, but it's definitely worth going to Warina Lakes to look at the turtles. The little viewing deck thing. Not too far from the playground area. You can see a lot of turtles. If you stay there quiet, the turtles come along. As soon as they notice people, they come along because they think you got food. And there's a lot of ducks and things around, chickens, and I don't know about chickens, but there's ducks and things like that around. Definitely worth going to. Definitely bring your camera of some sort. And if you take any photos, put them on social media. You can put them on old and new Innisfail photos, as long as they're G-rated. And no alcohol, no drugs, no cigarette references, any of that stuff. And feel free to put them on there. There's Kmart to my left, Works department straight ahead, and left is where I'm turning. So yeah, feel free to put them on there. Or hashtag visit_Innisfail. It's another one you can do when you put them on somewhere on social media, whether it be X or Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Feel free to hashtag that. Don't put off tomorrow what you could do today. Someone's got the radio on and that's what they're saying on it, so I went past. Sounds like group letter. Fuck KZ. But yeah, so if you have any old Innisfail photos or even up to date ones or in between, feel free to put them on old new Innisfail photos. It's between Bavinda and Cardwell. Like I said, G-rated, no drug, alcohol, swearing, any of that stuff, sexual references. And if you join the group, make sure you accept the rules, because sometimes straight away or sometimes a few hours later, Facebook will reject your request because you haven't accepted the rules. Some of the rules are put in by them and some of the rules are put in by me. So, and if you get caught bullying and all that, you'll be deleted straight away, swearing, any of that stuff. So we're back where I said that house was removed, deleted, whatever, next to the laundromat. Over there at the corner of Lily and Gladys Street. Charles Street, sorry. Charles Street. Where that chappie's walking past. The big tank over there. I wonder if the laundromat's going to expand over there. Would be cool if it did. Always reminds me of Dave's Detailing Den, that sign. The sign at the laundromat, that one on an angle. Yeah, Dave's Detailing Den. Used to be down the Esplanade. Basically where the coffee club used to be, along there. That's where they had it for multiple years. It was good. I remember there was a sort of a hall next door that at the back there was Skillshare. Yes, I did a welding course there. I had a welding license that I had for a few years there. I passed the test and everything. Yeah. That was something. It was very early 2000s, late 90s. Yeah, that old shed, there was at one stage, well, it was like an old shed from the outside. It was a hall, and there was a stage in there and everything. At one stage there was a second-hand dealer had it. That was on its last legs then. Yeah. So that's all down the Esplanade. Would have been nice if that was all revitalised and did up the hall and everything and made it really nice so people would have weddings there and like the receptions and that there. And that would have been very nice. So this is the back way to like Kookaburra Close, Tramway Street, Station Street, all that. Where sadly there was an incident that happened here earlier in the year. So be careful when you go along here. I won't mention what the incident was, but it was very sad. It should never have happened. As far as I'll go with it. But yeah, they need to put decent lighting in here as well. $114, I don't know what that's marked for. They do have equipment here doing sewerage and stuff at one stage. A while back. It was this year sometime. So there's that one light over there, but it doesn't really shine that well over here. One light on that post over there. It'd be nice if they cleared a lot of this away. They made it really nice at one stage, put in nice plants, and they were clearing it regularly a few years ago. It was really nice. But then they just let it grow. The problem is, you put in things like this, you've got to maintain it. Often they don't. It just gets left because they don't have to use it. They don't have, you know, like this could do with being cleaning regularly. In the wet, this is really slippery. And there's this big dip here, dunk. No good for people on mobility scooters or even on crutches or wheelchairs or any of that stuff. I have seen little baby crabs along here, like I mentioned in one of the other videos. Yeah, definitely. I was riding along on an e-scooter, saw him, stopped, took a photo, bit of video. Yeah, this is very jungly. It's a bit, the trolley down there. Let you hear the surroundings. So be careful if you walk through here. I have seen people sitting on these over here, on the stormwater drains. So I wouldn't, always look over there just to see. Well, there's been people on the ledge up here, this ledge down here. Yeah, and I've seen people sitting up there on the grass too. So just be wary when you walk around places like this. you know, what's around, who's around. This could be a really nice little area if they looked after it. KFC rubbish through there. Yeah, they could put bins through here as well. Wouldn't hurt the council to put some bins in. Yeah, that would hate me to be the mayor, because I'd be, we've got to clean up this, we've got to clean up that, got to put bins back in where they've been taken out, in extra bins in different places, have them cleaned, emptied regularly, even washed out at times, foliage cleaned up, leaves on the road, leaves on footpaths, walkways. We want workers patrolling the areas to see what needs to be done and reporting back and actually doing it. Yeah, they wouldn't like me to. 5 kilometres.
Duration 1 hour 13 minutes 42 seconds. 7,019 steps. Heart rate 121 beats per minute.
Yeah. They wouldn't like me bringing that stuff up at each meeting. And getting them to do up this footpath and making it a bit further away from people's fences and that. Have it so it comes out to about here. And that. Would be good. And just low-lying branches in different places, you know, fixing that up and going around regularly and checking, not just once every 6 months or once a year. Actually going through regularly and checking everything out. And no, I'm not going to run for council for mayor. It's just not me. So there's the Kookaburra Close to the left. To the right is Tramway Street. Where Frank Lowe and Sons used to be across there. I don't know if it still gets used by them, but where that power pole is right there, Frank Lowe. Still got Frank Lowe and Sons written on there. L-O-W-E, Frank Lowe and Sons. So we walked through here the other day on a video, so I won't show as much detail, or I might show more detail depending on locations. So I did my long walk and ended up over Innisfail and that, over Centenary Bridge and that. I walked through here. Yeah, this is really nice when it's all in bloom along here. A lot of these trees and that. Yeah, there's stuff along here that really blossoms and that. People are coming along, swearing as they do on their push bikes. Should be a single file, but anyway, it's a back street, so it's not as bad. It should be on the bike path. You need Maxwell Park to my left. It's not really much of a park, but I showed the sign in detail last time, so you can have a look at that video. You can't get down to the old tennis courts, which is to do with the railway. It's all closed off now. Sadly, would have been nice to show them before it was too late, but anyway, coming up on MLC Motors, still part of Castlereagh Street this year. Yeah, I used to be able to go down there to the tennis courts and that. So MLC Motors and then couldn't steal. I'm guessing that's how it's said. I've heard people say couldn't steal, so that's how you say it. There's a little cottage looking house up here that was really well done up, restored, and looked beautiful for a long time. Really nice looking cottage thing. Would have been nice in a photo on a wall or someone's place, or someone paint it. They're doing a painting of it, but it's been let go now. I remember my mum used to say, "Oh, that looks so nice the way they've done that up." Not now. That's to my right at the moment. I won't say where. Couldn't steal. Monday to Thursday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Friday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Yeah, it used to be an old house, as you can tell. Yeah, couldn't steal. 20 Jammo Street. And you got where Timsy Seafood used to be, or probably, I don't know. But yeah, Timsy Seafood. Frank Lowenstone's used to have that shed there. It used to be grey. Frank Lowenstone's written on the top. Timsy Seafood still written on there. The ultimately the milk factory, as it was when I first saw it. Here's Station Street, where we were before. We went down Short Street. Well, this is the other end of it. It's back where we just came from. Tramway. Go up along here. We showed that Millennium Milk Factory thing in more detail on the outside when we come through the other day, so I don't need to show it now. But there's the old Frank Lowenstone's there. Lynn Fox, which is part of the railway yard depot and that. So we'll continue along here. I'll probably stop at the end of the street and finish the video, because that'll be enough. It's already quite the long video, so we'll leave it at that when we get up the end. This here often hangs really low, but it looks like they fixed it up a bit. And there's some tripping hazards too. Watch out for the lines in the concrete. So there's a bit of a dip, bit of a step down. There's one here. Probably won't show up on video. We'll try and show it. See here. There's a bit of a one there. Don't know if that showed up. There's a few of them along here. It's going to be quite dangerous. So if you're zooming along on a mobility scooter or whatever, be careful. Just go slow along here. Okay, it'd be nice if they concreted in this, but then they've got to clean it regularly, which they don't do. But anyway, like I said, if you want to donate to getting the new version of this camera to get better picture quality, better battery life, it's going to have a bigger sensor. They're predicting a 1-inch sensor, so get better picture quality out of it, better low light, better color reproduction. Because when you're doing this for history, you need it as accurate as possible, so that us and future generations can see exactly what it was like to walk along at this particular time, this particular day. I'll be interested to see what these videos are like 20 years time, and if I'm still capable of doing videos then. I'd be in my 60s. Yeah, but I'll still do them, and we can compare, look back. Like I said earlier, a lot of people say, oh, but I can drive around and have a look. 20 years from now, a lot of these places may not exist. The buildings may exist, but the businesses maybe not. The station cottage, that looks nice the way they've done that. Yeah, I like the way they've done that. Corner of Short Street and Station Street. But yeah, you just never know what changes are going to be made, what's going to still be around, what may not be, and all that. So it's definitely worth showing it all and capturing it as best quality as possible. As much detail, the better the quality, the better the detail as well. So definitely feel free to do that. Even just like, share, comment, subscribe. That helps. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, or a little bit over there, and a certain amount of watch hours, YouTube will start paying me. It's not a huge amount. The more subscribers, the more money, the more views, the more watch minutes, the more likes and all that stuff, the more sharing, the more I'll make out of it, which will all go back into the channel to buy better equipment, to get better video, preserving history. I wonder if there was ever a like a world record type thing, but a record for Innisfail, the amount of photos taken around Innisfail over the years, or the amount of videos, whether I'd be up the top of all that. Not in a prideful way, but I wonder, yeah, the person that's taken the most photos of Innisfail over the last 20 years. I think I'd be up there, or probably ever. Because sometimes I take over 100 photos when I go to town at times. And then video wise, between this channel and my old channel, it'd be at least 20,000 videos all up between both channels. So if there was some sort of thing for that, some sort of award for that, I think I'd be up there. But I'm not the sort of person that looks for that sort of stuff. Like people have said to me, oh, you should be awarded one of the Australia Day awards and that for all your work in the community, preserving history and showing the town and showcasing it, showing detail, photos, videos and all that. You know, people say, you know, Sunflower Fred won for that sort of thing, you know, won the Australia Day award and that for work in the community. Well, you know, a lot of people should be submitting that you win it, you know, putting in that you win it for all the work you've done, all the hours, the kilometres and all that sort of thing. Oh, if anyone wanted to, they could, but I don't expect people to. I'm very, very shy in person with stuff like that. But people have said it to me, yeah, someone should do it. People can do it. But anyway, that's all good. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Bestestimes, keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see how Innisfail was at this particular time, before and beyond. And now, over the years, show your support, press like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that, the usual stuff. Check the links in the description, check out other people's videos. I've linked in the description, let them know that Bestestimes recommended and sent me over to their channel. Comment in the live that you come from Bestestimes Reborn, or that Brad from Bestestimes recommended. Check out Estelle's City Walks in the links in the description. Check out Johnny Strides. He's a Canadian YouTuber from Toronto. He goes all over different places plus there. And you got the Ken Continuum, he's a Toronto based YouTuber as well. Walktuber, really good. They're ones I recommend. And that he mainly does Toronto, but really good information, really worth it. Estelle from used to be Geelong Walks, but now City Walks, By Estelle I think it is. Her stuff's Melbourne, Geelong, places like that, down in Victoria. So definitely check her out. Give her a lot of encouragement. She's learning, she's still building her channel up. So let her know that you come from Bestestimes Reborn and that Brad recommended. And that. So good to help people out that are giving it a go, doing their best. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out old new Innisfail photos on Facebook, Bestestimes Reborn on YouTube. Donate and the PayPal link in the description. I'll catch you in the next one.